Hey guys, it's M. Jahia Moondragon, or just Jahia Moon. If you guys remember, I made a training video for a friend and for whoever wanted to on how to successfully do self-breeding of mice for your snake or lizards. I said I would talk about my rats if I had any success, and actually I did. If you can see that bottom cage right there that's got all this debris in the front of it, that's my female. She just had a litter not too long ago. The babies are doing great. They're starting to get a little color. Now, that's your average size rat, or what that particular breed is called. It's called a hooded rat. Up above is my male. Now, just so you guys can see a difference in size, I actually have a pregnant female right now that has not given birth yet. So I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to be looking for when they are getting ready to go into labor. So this is your average hooded rat. And as you can see through her girth, she is quite fat. That is a ready pregnant female. I know that was pretty stupid of me to breed two females at once. But the reason that I did it is I didn't know who was going to be pregnant, if the first pregnancy was going to fail, or the litter itself was going to fail. Now, one thing that I did not fail to mention, whether you're doing this with your rats or your mice, it is extremely important to keep up cleaning. But here's the issue. You can't touch the nest. Now, she has her babies actually out in the open. Behind her, by that wall, that's where she's got them. She's got them in a nice little round clutch. Traditionally, she would have had them in this purple shelter that's behind her water bottle. She kept refusing to use it. She would either push it to the side, or she'd push it and actually put it on top of them. And that freaked me out. I tried to remove it. That upset her to where she was picking up the babies and moving, or she was picking up one and trying to move it. I was worried she was going to kill it, so I just put it in there. I let her do whatever she wants with it. She seems to have it in a spot where she likes it, so that's what I do. And that's the other thing I was going to talk about. When it comes to rats, unlike mice, they pretty much will keep their babies in one location in the shelter. With rats, it's a little different since they are a little bit bigger. If you do decide to do this, just let her do what she does. Even if she makes a mess like this, the reason that I've not cleaned that up on the cage is she physically did that. So that tells me that's what she wants. I'm not cleaning it because she might just do it again. Sometimes you have to let them do what they do. Now, what's important to remember is, let's say you have a snake that's big enough maybe to eat an adult pinky rat, or one that's old enough maybe to eat a fuzzy. Now, what's important to remember is, if you're going to do this, if you're going to disturb the nest to pick out a pinky or a fuzzy, wear sterile gloves. Just put the glove on, go in the nest, pick the one you want, and take it out. Don't do it barehanded. If you do it barehanded, you're going to leave your scent on the babies, and it's a possibility you will lose your entire litter. Meaning, she'll either kill them, well, she'll probably kill them, and you don't want that. You don't want to risk losing your entire litter just because you wanted one. This video is not going to be too long because I pretty much talked about everything with the mice. But yes, with the rats, this is my first litter. So right now, their eyes are not open yet, but their pink skin's starting to go away. I'm starting to see colors on. Some of them are going to be white. Some of them are going to be, you know, like their mother. But it's too soon for me to tell exactly what's what. I am going to start probably when they get to a certain what they call the pup size. I'm probably then going to introduce one of them to the boa to see if he'll take it, because he is getting to that age pretty soon. He's still quite young, but he's kind of getting there. I don't think I'm going to show that on camera just yet, because some people might get a little too sensitive about that, but I'm getting off topic here. As far as breeding goes, the rules apply the same way. Just leave the male in there for a while. If the breeding's not going around and you see the female is kind of chasing him away or doing anything like that, it's okay to take him out. But it's when you start seeing her that she's starting to swell up like a golf ball. I honestly did not expect her to give birth as quick as what she did. I just came home one night after work, and I came into my computer room, and I heard all this little squeaking going on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I didn't have a litter that I was aware of. I was checking the mice. There was no baby mice. And I looked over, and I saw that she had them. I'm like, oh, my God, okay, I guess you were pregnant. I didn't know. And, as I said, with the mice, it's really easy to tell. But with the rats, it is kind of hard to tell because, A, when you get them, they're big just in general. So trying to look for a swollen belly, it is hard. My one female is, she's looking for food. I'm going to feed you when I'm all done, I promise. I'm going to feed you. I like to buy my rats edible logs. I'll show you what one looks like. So if you're in your local pet store, you can get them. The small ones are real cheap. They're only like $3-4. The big ones are more expensive, but they're more like less for rabbits. But this is an edible log. And this is actually really good. Not only can they use it if they want to hide, but they can also chew on it. Helps keep their teeth down. Gives them something to do out of sheer boredom. But big cages are a thing too. You would probably want, like what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this 30-gallon tank that I was keeping my boa in. And I'm probably going to use that to keep the rats in. Since I have 2 litters, or a second one on the way, I might start feeding them off before they're even mature. Because here's the problem, guys, especially when you're breeding more of rats than you are of mice, is their sheer size. They are much bigger. They're going to take up more room. And I obviously did not plan ahead. I just jumped the gun and thought, oh, I'll just get 2 females pregnant. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I've got 1 litter, and now I have a possible of another one on the way. So I did not think that through. So don't make my mistake. If you lose a litter, that's fine. But in the back of my mind, I was trying to get a jump on things because he is growing. And I wanted to get a jump on things, but I wasn't thinking. Kind of jumped the gun. But the same rules apply. With rats, they do like to eat a little more. So, you can get them apples. Sometimes they like apples. Sometimes they like carrots. I actually had a funny story. She kept knocking over her food like she didn't want it. And I had a small bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. And I gave her a piece, and she just snatched that right up from me. And I was like, okay, fine. You want the... it was only like half a bag or whatnot. I gave her that, and she ate them all up. I guess she wanted Doritos. And that's fine. That's, that kind of food's not going to hurt them. Rats generally, in the wild, will eat whatever they can get a hold of. But the same rules still apply with the rats as with your mice. Keep them up somewhere high just so they feel a little more safer. Don't keep them, on the ground. They might not feel so safe. Keep them in a quiet room, especially if you've got, dogs, cats, whatnot, because you want them somewhere quiet where they can, just do this. That's why I've got mine up high, if you've noticed. I've got 3 cats and a dog, so I like to keep mine up high so they don't feel like they're in danger. And if you are going to keep them down low, get a tub. That's what I have one in. I've got it in a tub. It's mainly to keep the water bottle from falling, but in the same way, she's safe. You know, she's got 4 walls around her. She's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video on how to do all this. So hopefully it answered anyone's questions about self-breeding. If not, hit me up in the comment section if I missed something, or if you want a different video on whatever. I'm not going to do any breeding of snakes, so don't ask me for that. All my snakes are males. I'm not planning to breed because that's a whole different other can of worms I don't want to get into. As much as I would love to, I'm not going to do that. So, this is Jahia Moon. And as always, I will see you in the next anime. Bye-bye.